Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Poland unemployment rate to rise in July analysis http ntvforex.com news ID 80ECB 7824 2021 48:40 p.m. Unemployment rate to complete real economy data set for July. We expect it to increase to 6.2%. 3Q started better than expected, with stronger retail sales and industrial production data. Publication of economic sentiment indicator could attract market attention. NBSP watch this week. August 25 unemployment rate to marginally increase in July after stronger than expected labor market data. Wage and employment growth for July, we see the unemployment rate increasing marginally, to 6.2%. Seasonal effects, as well as the solidarity scheme that is valid for June-August, will limit the increase of the unemployment rate, although it could accelerate more visibly in autumn. Employment rebounded in July. Total drop in employment since February 2020, in thousands. Source CSO, Erste Group Research. NBSP last week's highlights this year's Budget Act has been amended and government expects budget deficit of 4.9% of GDP. Solid start to 3Q20, as industry surprised to upside and arrived at 1.1% YY in July, while retail sales came in at 2.7% YY. Core inflation further up, to 4.3% YY in July. Positive development on labor market in July, as wage growth stood at 3.8% YY and employment at 2.3% YY. NBP bought back PLN 357 MN, visibly below previous levels. Total volume of QE program stands at PLN 103.2 BN 4.5% of GDP. NBSP market developments. Bond market drivers. Slight upward move on long end over the course of the week. The long end of the curve fluctuated around 1.32%. The increase in the 10Y yield towards 1.38% observed in the first half of the week was compensated for in the remainder of the week as the yield returned to 1.32%. The spread over the 10Y German Bund remains stable at around 180 BP. In the short term, we expect the long end of the curve to remain broadly unchanged. Towards the end of the year, the 10Y yield may move up on the back of increased issuance, as expenditures are expected to jump by PLN 72.7 BN to PLN 508 BN, while revenues should drop by PLN 36.7 BN. As a result, the budget deficit should reach PLN 109.3 BN, i.e. 4.9% of GDP. This week, BGK is scheduled to sell state-guaranteed bonds. FX market drivers. Eurobond remains at 4.40 last week. The zloty was characterized by increased volatility as it fluctuated around 4.40 versus the euro. With the recent stabilization of the eurist, the space for further appreciation of the zloty is limited. With growing global concerns over the development of the pandemic, the zloty may be prone to weakening by the end of the year. This week, the releases of the European ESI indicator and German IFO index will be crucial for the eurist. These indicators will show the damage done by the recent increase in COVID-19 infections. Finally, Fed Chairman Powell will give a speech clarifying the Fed's future monetary policy framework. Any sharp change in the eurist could also impact the zloty. NBSP. Download the full weekly Focus Poland. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://mt5.expert.advisors.